Country Boys Outdoors
starts now.
All right, Country Boys starting here in Sacramento. Heading out tonight, got a red-eye 10:30. Getting ready to jump on the plane. Gonna meet up with join them later tomorrow. I think LaGuardia. This week on Country Boys Outdoors, we're heading to Canada bear hunt with True North Outfitters.
Yeah, we're looking forward to this trip. I actually deer hunted in Iowa with Corey, who's the outfitter in Canada. And, you know, he's been on us for a couple of years to come up there and try out his camp, and we finally got it worked out, and we were pretty excited to head up there. Big rags. What's up, Hoss?
You guys are on time. There's no delay.
No delays this year, man.
First time ever, no delays so far. Tired. Red eye from Sacramento. Only way to get here early in the morning.
Out there.
Finally arrived in Bangor, Maine. Get our car, a couple hours, we'll be in bear and lobster country.
Well, we are finally loaded up. We got everything crammed in the old rental vehicle as usual. And it's time to go, hopefully put some smack down on some bears. See ya.
Got our passport, we going into Canada. I think we're legal. Who knows, we're rolling with the Brunsons, so we'll probably get stopped and checked and violated.
Violated?
But hopefully we'll make it in here shortly.
Little Kid Rock! Hey, man. What's up, bro?
Good to see you. Glad to see you.
Yeah.
You don't eat your shit.
Our short friend.
Yeah, I had to stand on deck.
Yeah, and joining us on this trip was our Iowa, Missouri outfitter, John Bender, who actually hooked us up with Corey. And he was bringing the infamous Napoleon Dynamite with him, so we knew it'd be interesting. Napoleon.
I'm gonna hate you.
This is my wife, Jolene.
Hey, I'm John. Hi.
Brad.
Hey, man. What's up, bud?
It's a good little combo hunt because our bear hunts are typically an afternoon hunt. We hunt from about 3 till 10 o'clock. So that leaves your whole morning. You can get up in the morning, do some sightseeing down around the ocean. We keep a boat right here in the river so guys can just get up in the morning, go down and get in it, go out and fish some smallmouth or some landlocked salmon. A lot of people love to get on the ferry and go over to Deer Island and just do some sightseeing around the oceans.
We're gonna have ham.
I love ham day. We eat a lot before we go up the stand.
Dip it in the juice.
Yeah, they smoke.
Did you pass the ham?
Well, on this trip, you know, I was really hoping that Brad could get a good bear and also that Gina could get a good bear. Me and Gina don't get to hunt together that much anymore. We're always going our separate ways with our own camera guys, and, you know, you kind of miss hunting together like we used to. And with this being a bear hunt, you know, I felt more comfortable with me in a tree with Gina than anybody else. So it was a perfect time for me to run camera and for us to spend a little time together.
We're ready to roll. Let's get the show on the road.
We're definitely ready to go. Get ready for about a 5-6 hour sit, hopefully less. Stick us a good big old bear.
We're gonna get her done tonight.
Got a bow, that's a good thing. We're better equipped than we have been on some hunts, so flies are starting to come out already, so that's a good sign.
Limb Saver presents Country Boys Outdoors.
Well, first day, of course, tripod comes out. I mean, my goal, I'll whack anything, but the first day, I at least gotta have 4 legs is my goal. I mean, that's not asking too much. Second day, tripod would have got whacked.
We saw one bear and one moose, but couldn't get a shot out of the bear.
The moose.
3.
3 babies.
Yeah, and then Napoleon and them saw one, so that's 4. And they saw one, so 5. So 5 bear and 5 moose. Gonna go for a tour of Lake Utopia in the Macadavic River. Yeah, it's a pretty little waterway. It's one of the only natural canals left in North America where you can actually, it's not a man-made canal. You can sail right from the river right into the lake.
B. Miller. That stands for Barefoot Miller.
I'm on a boat, man.
It's great smallmouth fishing. All the guys come out and do it. Great thing about the spring is you catch smallmouth spawn, so you can really wear them out.
Okay, that.
He did.
Oh my God!
Good enough for the bears, it's good enough for me.
Oh boy. Day 2 up in Canada. We made some improvements on our gear. 2 thermocells, 2 bug nets. I think we're ready to go whack some tonight. And hopefully we'll get a bear with 4 legs to come out tonight. Then we'll be in the game. Well, the only thing allowed to eat my bear bait on my stand is bears. Chunks out of my salmon. This little chipmunk trying to eat my bait from my bear. My boat, we just can't have that. Oh, this is gonna be real fun since this thing. squeezed up the ship. Wasn't quite comfortable. Was darn near comfortable. Got the blood flowing. I saw a bear with 4 legs. It's gonna get shot.
This segment is brought to you by Lucky Buck, what it takes to grow the big ones.
Well, I went to a 1-pin system this year, and I knew it was a 27.5-yard pin, and I knew the bear was at 20 yards, and I knew I had to compensate, but I didn't. I had bear fever. Sit back, wait. You don't want to ever let a bear push me around.
Well, Napoleon decided to head out with his girlfriend and do a little filming, so we sent him with a small camera setup, and man, it didn't take him long, and she had a monster bear heading her way, and they were freaking out.
I can kill that in a second. Just wait. If it's in an opening, you kill it. If you get an opening, you kill it. Just kill it right there. Did you hit it?
I don't know.
Just listen. Is that a big bear?
Well, we went and checked for that bear, and we looked and looked, and we checked for sign, and we checked for blood, and there was nothing. She felt like she had hit the bear, but man, we could not find any sign that this bear was hit. So we headed back to camp, threw the footage up on a big screen and studied it, and man, sure enough, when you slowed it down, she shot right over the top of that bear. You could see the leaves pop behind his head, and man, if she'd have been a couple inches lower, she'd have dropped that bear.
It was over twice the size of the one that came in yesterday.
That bear, he's probably 400 pounds or better.
It was huge, and I mean,
I was shaking like a leaf. You can tell it in the video footage. I'm shaking up there.
Well, it was raining the next day, but what brightened up our day was a couple 5-6 pound lobsters getting boiled up for us to eat.
Just starting to get the water hot there now. After she starts boiling, it'll be about 20 minutes. Straight from New Brunswick. Out of the water today and into the pot today. There's about 50 pounds there.
About 50 pounds of lobster.
Yeah.
Hey?
Gonna keep the man full.
They've been doing that.
No. Definitely ready for some lobster.
We're just finished steaming some lobsters. Some goodies. Everybody usually loves lobster day. It's just the first volley.
Ooh. I'll just take one of these, thank you.
Yeah! We've been waiting on right here.
They're hot.
that is huge.
Why, thank you.
This is our bear bait for tonight. They said they eat them like potato chips.
Here, if you break off the end of the tail.
Alright, well, today Day 3 up here in Canada. As you can tell, it's not quite so warm. Hopefully that means no bugs, but we got a little bit of rain to deal with. Feel very confident that something, either tripod or a four-legged bear, is going to come in our stand tonight. Got the pin adjusted. We are dialed in, ready to go.
It's looking like a dirty night, but you never know. Could be the night. Hopefully, see some bear and get a couple on the ground.
Look at this joker. Right here in front. Jump to that tree. Well, day 3 up here, obviously as you can see, it rained and rained some more, but nothing came in. Had one little squirrel. That's it. We're ready to get out of here and get going.
I'm ready. Let's put some bear down.
We're gonna try and kill a bear now that it's not pouring rain.
I think everybody's really excited. We're not gonna get poured on like we did yesterday, so these bears should be out. We got some new bait, some ribeye, and twice baked potato going in our stand, on top of hopefully there's some lobster shells left from yesterday. Should be a good day.
Good luck, guys.
Well, day 4 back here at True North. Weather's breaking, no rain today. I smell death and bugs. Lobsters are still there.
Well, we sent a small camera setup with Bender to go out and film Stanley, and when they got out to their stand, it didn't take them long to have a bear heading their way.
That was crazy. I think that's what we want to hear. That's the biggest bear I ever shot. We heard the bear moan and fall down. There's not going to be much tracking that we have to do. We even see it up there, so we're going to see what we got.
What a bear.
Coat. I'd like to thank Corey Leslie with True North Outfitters for putting me on this bear, and a great hunt and my biggest bear ever.
What a wonderful place. We'll be back next year, I can assure you.
Thank you.
Well, Napoleon had a small camera with him too, but of course he forgot to hit the record button.
This is Eric Reedy. I'm up here hunting with True North Outfitters. It's day 4 of a 5-day hunt. I've seen bear on 3 out of the 4 days. Decided to kill this guy tonight. He came in about 6:25 and I had to let him have it.
Bear.
This one's mine.
I would say probably 225 and close to 3. Beautiful coats on them. This one here is really thick. Look at that. Just cut along the hairs on that.
There you go.
Yeah, they're nice.
It was the last day and John was putting the camera away to up the odds of getting a bear down.
Wagon stack.
All right, well, it's the last day up here in Canada. We have switched to a new spot, untouched, untamed, and this is the spot where the bear destroyed the camera, so it's time for payback for messing up the equipment.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, everyone hunted hard that last night, but there were no bears in sight.
Well, we had a great trip with Corey. You know, the guy's a hard-working outfitter, got some beautiful land. We had a lot of opportunities. We got 2 bears down. The weather was a little all over the board. We had hot, cold, rain, and that's not real great for the bears. But all in all, we saw a lot of bears, and you know, again, just a really good trip. I'm looking forward to going back with them next year.
Yeah, there was only a couple of us out of the group that was able to, you know, go through the monsoon and everything. So like I said, the weather was tough, but you know, that's hunting and we still had a good time. So if you want to try a bear hunt of your own, give Corey a call at True North Outfitters.
Give Corey a surprise.
Give Corey something for you.
4 days. The bugs are horrible up here. I can't do that.
What do you have to say about that, Mr. Black Bear?
The lobsters were awesome. I don't know what you want me to say about lobsters. Lobsters go like this.